So another day, another theory. Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about John Krumboltz's theory of social learning theory of career development. So a key term to know with John Krumboltz is planned happenstance, which I'll talk about in a second. But he reminds me of this guy just because they have similar last names from Harry Potter, and he had a plan to destroy Harry in the Goblet of Fire movies. So he had a plan. John Krumboltz planned happenstance. Clickety click in the brain. Maybe, maybe not. But going back to the basics, what I like about this theory is that he really found a way to tie everything together and bring in components from multiple parts. So he didn't just say that your environment had to do with what you become in life. He didn't just say your genetics had to do with what you became in life, or your behavior. He said all three of them impact what you become in life. And one of the main examples that I heard in the Dr. Pam videos, which I use a lot, so I'll be referencing her a lot, is that think about it like this. If you have parents who are both doctors, right, and you are born, you will likely be, in terms of like your genetics, a little bit more gifted because they're probably both really smart. So your IQ may be higher than those who are not. Now, this is not 100% true or accurate, but this is just to help you remember. Now, apart from that, if we look at your behavior, think about if your parents are doctors, when you get home from school, they're probably going to put you to do your homework and reinforce that behavior of you have to do your homework, you have to get good grades. Whereas somebody who has to work since a really young age might not be able to focus on school as much. So their behavior is not reinforced of education is a good thing, you have to keep learning. It might be you have to help pay the bills. And then in terms of your social environment, if your parents are doctors, you're going to be around probably other people who are doctors and other people who are up there. So that also is going to determine like who you become, because they say who you surround yourself with, is a big part of who you are. So apart from the 4 factors that affect your career decision making, we also have the 4 primary factors that influence your career decision making, which are your self-observations and generalizations, your world concept of generalizations, task approach skills, and the actions that you have. Now, what you learn over the course of your life is going to influence what behaviors and what jobs you decide to have or what career you decide to have. But sometimes bumps in the road happen and you overgeneralize what you can and cannot do. And that's where Krumboltz comes in and is like, well, how can we encourage the development of new skills in real life? So being curious about it, being persistent, being flexible, being optimistic, and having the ability to take risk. Now, when we're talking about risk taking, there's this concept that is unique to Krumboltz, and that is a planned happenstance. So these are things that just kind of fall on your lap. So say, for example, I did not intend to be a teacher. I didn't study to be a teacher. And one day I got a text that said, hey, do you want to come teach? And I was like, okay. So I quit my job and moved and became a teacher. But that was not something that I planned for. So that is a planned happenstance. He also came up with this book called The Career Beliefs Inventory. And this book is to try to help you figure out what mental barriers you may have to be causing you to not want to work or to not be able to find a job that you love. And the typical interventions are right here. I'll let you take a picture of that. And that is it. That is John Krumboltz's social learning theory. I hope you guys learned something.